Hey everybody, I'm Sabine from Astrology 111 and I'm here for you again to give you a brief astrological update and to see what the energies are for the week ahead, what we're dealing with, what we might be feeling, and how to best navigate through these times. So, I got this chart for you, and next week is going to be action-packed. There is so much in store and we can already feel it. I'm sure a lot of us have been going through deep transformations, wanting to make changes, and excuse me, um, yeah, making changes professionally in all sorts of areas of our lives. So there's so much inner and outer chaos, but it's also at the same time, there is a great benevolence that the universe is offering to us. And so this coming week, today is Sunday, the 26th of July. We are almost at the end of the month. We are closing out the July, ushering in August, and we can see time feels like it's speeding up. There is every day, and a lot of us have been feeling that. And so, yeah, where do we start? Okay, we got the sun in Leo. Happy birthday to all you Leos. There is this saying for Leo where Leo talks to someone and says, "Okay, enough about me. I've talked enough. Let's talk about you. I hand it over to you. So, what do you think about me?" There is this thing with Leo. Leo can be very center stage, can be, yeah, there is the warm-heartedness of Leo, the playfulness, the childlike approach. Leo rules the fifth house. It's the area of life itself, of life essence, of creativity, of recreation, procreation, sexuality. And Leo, of course, Leo is a leader. Leo has that quality of being center stage, being quiet out there, letting the hair down. And the not so good side of Leo is that Leo can, especially with Jupiter here, we can have an inflated negative ego as well. It's all about me, look at me. And so when we're looking at this astrology this week, so we got Leo, the sun in Leo at 3 degrees at the moment. And we got Jupiter here. So these guys are coming together over the next couple of days, and there will be, it's very benevolent. Jupiter is one of the benevolent planets, the biggest one, the most gaseous one. So it expands everything, it inflates the energy. So it's really important to keep our negative ego in check. So what it's really good for, it can make us really shine in our expression, in our creativity. So if we have any creative projects, anything on the go, we want to show ourselves, we want to present something to the world, then this is a great week to do so. And yeah, and keep our not so good ego in check to know that, okay, I can also listen to someone else's opinion. It's not all about me, because there is that big expansive energy. And saying that, it's one of the luckiest days a year. So when we're looking at it, when is the sun and Jupiter coming together? Yeah, on the 30th of July, right at the end of the month, 30th, 31st of July, we can already feel that benevolence, that energized expression of Leo, of the heart energy, the warmth, bringing in new opportunities, possibilities. This is big astrology here, and very benevolent. And while the sun is coming together with Jupiter at the end of the month, there is also, we still have that portal that opened for us with the outer planets lining up. We got Uranus in Gemini in a beautiful trine to Pluto, in a sextile to Neptune. Also, Jupiter has been part of that and still is. So there is a lot happening astrologically, and that window that's been presenting itself, that big portal, that's gonna come with us until 2029. So that's a big deal, and really encouraging us, inviting us all in that Leo fashion to don't play it small anymore. Don't be apologetic for who we are. And there is creative juices that are flowing. It's creation energy. Jupiter, for a year with Jupiter and Leo, we want to create, we want to express, we want to be big and bold in a healthy, loving way that expresses ourselves, that what makes my heart sing, and I go for that no matter what others say. If I'm true to my heart, then I'll keep going with that. And this is a great time, this end of the month, to, yeah, being big and bold. There's so much happening in the background and simultaneously while this energy is playing out this week. You would have heard that also the nodes of the moon are changing signs. That happens about every 18 months, and that's a big deal. So we had 18 months of North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo, which have been a time of discernment. What is it that I want? Can I let go of rigidity, expectations? I'm not good enough, and focusing on the Piscean energy, which is for the greatest good of all, bringing in imagination, spirituality, trusting, surrendering away from rigidity, bringing in health and well-being, discerning what do I want to do on an everyday level? Is this job for me still? Are these health routines, are they good for me? These daily rituals, how can I bring a greater picture in? And so now, only tomorrow, on the 27th of July, the nodes are changing for good into the North Node in Aquarius, the South Node in Leo. So this gives the whole Leo vibe even more of an energy. And if you have your own North Node in Aquarius, you're going to come into your first, second, or third, or fourth nodal return, which happens about every 19 years. And so that's a big deal. Collectively, for the next 18 months, starting tomorrow, we are encouraged and invited to work with the Aquarian energies, which are for the greatest good of all: being a revolutionary, being creative, sticking up for ourselves. I'm an individual. I have unique ideas. I bring it together into the mycelial network of our humanness, and I'm an individual among everything. It's not about following the masses. It's actually about being my own unique version of self. So this is empowering and encouraging, and also sustainably building communities, coming together with groups. Aquarius is future oriented. Aquarius rules astrology. Aquarius is the 11th house in the zodiacal wheel, about our kindred spirits. Groups, we are invited to meet people, new opportunities, coming together as an individual, joining a group, and having interdependent relationships. No more Pisces energy, because we are also in the age of Aquarius. There is no more victim, no more blame. We can own our shit. We can smell our own shit. It's okay. There is the good, the bad, the ugly. I am light, I am dark, I am shadow. We can own our stuff, and deeply individuating. Aquarius is that sign that wants us to individuate, that tells us the future is positive and let's go for it. But not so fast. There is a lot happening in the background. So for the next 18 months, we're invited to be that, to embody all of that, and simultaneously letting go of egotistic behaviors. And ego is a good thing. We all need ego, stamina, vitality, I amness. That's really, really important that we are that at the same time. Whenever we're letting go of the lesser qualities of Leo, which is that look at me and being out there. Leo is the leaders. We will see over the next 18 months the fall of leaders that have been built their power structures upon bullshit, upon praise and money driven powers, hierarchies. All of this is also supported by Pluto till 2044, hierarchies that are built upon money, power driven. It's either the power of love or the love of power, and we know which one needs to break down. So we are going through also, yeah, with Aquarius. Aquarius is the fool, the primordial void when nothing looked itself in the mirror. It's a purification process over the next 18 months. So that's a really big deal, in addition to everything that's going on this week, next week, and already happening. We also have Saturn right now stationing to go retrograde until the 11th of December. That's also a big deal. Saturn is about structures, responsibility, long-term success, having a strong foundation. What we're going to do until December is re-evaluating our foundations, our commitments, our responsibilities. It's not about hammering out a new project and foolishly, impulsively running into whatever feels like, oh, I'm going to do that, and full impulse, which it's important to listen to that, important to feel what drives me, what gives me life, and follow that. But there is a fine line between being premature, immature, with pushing through something because this is what I want right now, and I want to be out in the world, I want to be someone, and we are already someone. We exist, we can never not exist. We are it. So there is no need to push anything uphill. With Saturn, Saturn always comes with lesson, with wisdom, with growth, with maturity. So that's a maturation process over the next many months till December, which pretty much takes us into the new year of 2027. So a great time to reevaluate our structures in life. What am I committed to? What is no longer working for me? What's working? What do I want to change? What do I put my time in? Saturn is about timing. Is this worthy of my time? Is this an energy that's draining me? Is it an energy that I want to build upon? So a lot to move, to feel into. And because it's in Aries, it's about our action. It takes us onto an inner journey. Can I tune into um, my activity, my actions? Where do they come from? Is it supporting my heart's desires? What's going on inside of me? Which projects can I phase out? Which projects are worthy of my time and energy to move forward? So it's a time of adjusting, tuning in. And with Saturn, it's all for the long term. There is never a quick fix. And go for that. And I quit that tomorrow. And which there can be with Aries, there can be that impulse, but can we have the maturity to say, okay, it doesn't have to be right now, over the next month. What is it that I want over the next couple of months? Which changes do I want to make? Which, whatever it is, financial commitments, adjustments, my work, relationships, what is it that's right for me? And because there is so much change going on right now, there it's this is profound. And a profound game change that is Saturn right now, stationing to go retrograde also tomorrow, until the 11th of December. Then we are building up to a square between Mars and Venus. Mars in Gemini, lots of ideas, new developments, running around very quick. Particularly now with the ruler Mercury direct, there is fast moving energy. Time is speeding up, or it feels like it anyway. Also, we could be scattered. Mars in Gemini could have so many ideas, and starting here, starting there, and forgetting about what we just did, going to the next thing. There's a certain fickleness. And I'm not saying that as a negative trait. Well, it depends what we do. It's always how we respond to situations. But this Saturn requests our commitment. Mars in Gemini can be a bit here, there, everywhere. Okay, don't like this, move to the next. So we need to find the balance of it all. This Mars is coming into a square with Venus in Virgo. Venus is, she's practical, an eye for detail, organized. and quite the opposite of where Mars is at. So those two are in a tense aspect, in a square. So we are balancing, juggling that energy. And for relationships, that's a trigger. Yeah, if we, and it doesn't matter, boy, girl, whatever our orientation, what our own sexual orientation is, our own gender, doesn't matter. It's an inner conflict of asserting ourselves, Mars, going for what we want, following the Gemini, boom, boom, boom. I want to go here fast. Venus, super practical. Okay, I'm gonna bring this in order first, and then we have a look at what we're gonna do. So there is tension. And that tension is culminating as we're coming closer to the full moon, exactly on next week, Thursday, which is the 30th of July. We can see moon at 6 degrees, and yeah, the sun at 6 degrees of Leo opposing the moon at 6 degrees of Aquarius. So I'm just gonna go back to get this right. That's gonna be at around 12:30 a.m. So early morning hours. Total opposition. We have a culmination point, a full moon in the sign of Aquarius. And this is not a full moon for the faint-hearted because we have a couple of players here. The moon, she is lining up with Pluto, Lord of the underworld, which takes us into the depth of our being, brings out the ghosts from the past, the shadow aspect of our emotionality, how we connect, how we relate. There is a lot of shadow stuff that might come out, maybe secrets, maybe taboos, any kind of past stuff for us to feel into our humanness. And it's already, every full moon is a big time, very emotional, but this one will be even bigger. So, and even much bigger because we also have the sun lining up with Jupiter, which is going to expand everything and could blow it out of proportion. So it's really, really important that we, in a square to Chiron, the wounded healer, with Mars and Venus in square. So important to respond and not to react, go within, rather leave a situation than let it escalate, because this is a great healing opportunity of core woundings, of core themes around abandonment, rejection. The moon in Aquarius, whenever the moon is in an air sign, we are more detached from our feeling world. So I see that as a good thing in this case because it's already such an emotionally triggering full moon. So maybe we can take that eagle's eye perspective, and it's not personal, it's not me. If we feel deep feelings of rage, of betrayal, of can we sit with that? Can we look at it without judging ourselves, without projecting onto the other? Because that's big relationship energies that are playing out here. Saying that, we also have very benevolent energies that are coming here that want to move us forward, that want to experience a greater embodiment within that container of Saturn retrograde, Pluto, Jupiter expansive. At the same time, it's a very, very lucky day. So can we use those energies to make them work for us? We hardly have any water in this chart. Only Mercury is in the sign of water and slowly getting momentum after a long period of retrograde motion. So our emotionality is quite inward, somewhat suppressed. So can we allow our emotions to move through maybe yeah, exercise of sort, moving it through, don't contain it, having healthy conversations, if that's possible, under so much tension next week. So I'm going to read out, last thing here, I'm going to read out the 7th degree point of Aquarius and what the energies are out of the astrological mandala by Dane Rudhyar. He says the 7th degree point is a child is seen being born out of an egg. The emergence of new mutations according to the great rhythms of the cosmos. This is profound here. The ancient symbolism of the cosmic egg, out of which a new universe is born can be interpreted at several levels. Here we see the appearance of a new type of human being who is not born from ancestors and who therefore is free from the inertia of mankind's past. This is big because it's a real opportunity to birth ourselves anew because we got a full moon, it's culminating. Something big is coming to consciousness here. And Aquarius is the sign of spirituality. It's the sky god. And it can be said to announce the emergence of global man, woman for a new age. The power of the whole is focused within, in perfect freedom from ancient standards of value based on local conditions. This is a great moon to purge, to be cathartically cleansing ourselves from ancestral drag downs and restrictions and limitations. Also, Saturn retrograde is showing us where are we limited physically, emotionally, mentally, and breaking free in that cosmic egg womb situation, free from ancestral breakdowns and limitations that we no longer need. We are vaster, we are greater, and this is Jupiter, shows us our vastness. Aquarius, we are in the Aquarian age, showing us how powerful we are. Whew. So this is big stuff. And yeah, I'm sending you lots of love moving through these times. You got this, we got this. We don't need anything special for this other than, yeah, being maybe in stillness at times, to being the quiet observer. Everything else, we don't want to be on the outside of the wheel where we're spinning. We want to be in the middle and being, yeah, our observer self. On that note, yeah, I'll talk to you next time. And yeah, you got this. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And check out my website, astrology111.com. I'll be at the Girls Weekend in Queensland next weekend. For all girls out there that need a weekend away, I'll be doing readings for 3 days and hope to see you there. Much love.